By now, you might have thought that Maxine Waters' tank of insults against President Trump has run empty. But check out her latest diatribe from a Congressional Black Caucus Foundation event.
In these United States, with a president the likes of Donald Trump, I've never seen anything like it in my life. I think he's the most deplorable, the most despicable human being I've ever encountered. I believe there has been collusion, and I'm just waiting on Lola, our special counsel, to get those dots connected.
Joining us now with React is Horace Cooper, co-founder of Project 21, along with civil rights attorney Leo Terrell. Horace, let's start with you. Maxine Waters is kind of the toast of the town. I mean, if you're someone who wants to impeach Trump and you're anti-Trump, Maxine Waters is kind of, she's what Ruth Bader Ginsburg is for the Supreme Court. She has the cool factor right now. But what of this latest rant?
Well, it demonstrates that everybody's time in the sun ultimately results in them looking foolish. Her trivializing chattel slavery from the 18th and 19th century and comparing it to what happens when people come to this country illegally is unbelievably over the top, unnecessarily overheated rhetoric, and it's painful to hear her say something like this and not be condemned by others.
Yeah, Leo, so you know what we're talking about here. This is the actual quote of what Maxine Waters said. She said, "I know it's right to fight against separation of mothers and fathers and families because of what happened to us in slavery. They sold us at the auction block. They sent the father to one plantation. They sent the children to other plantations. They separated us." So, Leo, is detaining illegal aliens akin to slavery now? That's where we are?
I think it's an excellent analogy, and I'll tell you one thing. When illegal aliens come to this country, some are coming for asylum, seeking help. And what you're ignoring and what Horace is ignoring is trivializing what's happening. Separation of families that took place in slavery is taking place right now. The whole world condemned Trump in separating these families right now.
Okay.
And let me finish. And both of these issues, you're talking about victims without any types of recourse or redress. I think it's an excellent analysis, and it magnifies the horrible situation. One last point. Ivanka and Melania felt the same thing. Melania felt the same way about Trump separating these families. It's horrific.
Okay, well, that's fine, and I think a lot of people didn't like that at all. But it's a different question,
yes.
And I'm trying to just examine this dispassionately, really, because everybody knows where I stand on immigration. Do criminals get separated from their children?
All the time.
Every day of the week, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, people from all different walks of life. If you commit a crime, sometimes you commit a crime that's not a felony, maybe it's a serious misdemeanor, but if you can't put up the bail, you actually do time. And if you do time and you have kids, you're not with the kids because the kids can't be jailed with you, nor should they be. So the idea that that's somehow slavery, when we didn't bring them to the United States, bringing someone unlawfully to your country to use them for labor, that is hideous, and that is human subjugation. To have penalties for people who violate our laws, I don't see how that is, in this case, akin to slavery, one of the worst sins of human history.
Respectfully, Laura, you just broad stroke every illegal alien who comes to the country. And I think you know, respectfully, they come here for different reasons.
We don't know why illegal aliens here. That's not what the law says. The law does not say if you come here and you have 3 children and you want to get a job in L.A., then it's okay. That's not what the law says. If the law said that, I would agree with you, Horace. Okay. I don't want to shortchange you here. But on this issue, I think Maxine Waters, as popular as she is among some on the left, I think there are a lot of sort of regular folks say, okay, I didn't like that policy maybe. I felt terrible for those children. But that's, I don't know. That's just taking it way too far.
Well, absolutely. And by the way, for folks who use the race card for every single option to now turn around and say it can be just as casually used for people who come to this country. And by the way, a few of them do come for asylum, but the overwhelming majority come here voluntarily to work. They seek to engage in labor, and they do so unlawfully. For those people to be treated the same as someone grabbed, kidnapped, put on a ship, and brought here and forced to work over their own will, this whole country, we fought a civil war over this. That's how serious that was. This trivializes that.
Leo.
I think Maxine Warder has the credibility to make this analogy, and more importantly, thank you for acknowledging a few who are some of these illegals who come over here for asylum. Also, they're forced to come over here. They're exploited. So let's be very clear. Every illegal alien that comes over this, they're exploited. You know that. God. You can laugh all you want, but they're exploited.
Then don't
you know that for a fact. It's horrific.
They're exploited by whom are they exploited? The drug cartels, or the human traffickers, or the employers here who want to seek to keep wages low? I mean, they are exploiting them. I agree with you, but that's not slavery. You made a decision to violate another country's sovereignty by crossing our border, and whatever country you go to and you do that, there are going to be penalties. Are there not, Leo?
What crime do the children commit, Laura and Horace? What
We're not
crimes do
talking about the children.
Because
We're
they're
not
being
talking
punished.
about the children. We're talking about separating
they're
children.
involved.
Let's just admit it was over the top, and she shouldn't have said it. Let's just say it. Admit that.
All right, guys, thank you so much.
No, I'll tell you right now, I think it's a great position.
Okay, well, thanks so much.